Charlie Kirk left this man speechless by asking him, why does he know better than God? Watch.
So why do you know better than God?
Okay, so I know you're a Christ follower, and you were kind of ending your last topic with the death penalty. I don't think there is a justifiable biblical verse section in context where you could justify the death penalty.
I mean, you do know it's the only verse repeated, the only law repeated in all 5 books of the Torah. You know the 5 books of the Torah?
Yeah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and then Deuteronomy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The only law that's repeated in all 5 books is that you shall give the death penalty to take a life. So why do you know better than God?
Okay, that's great.
That's not man.
Yeah.
God said, if a life is taken, you shall take the life. So why is your opinion above God's own teaching to his people?
Yeah. My argument for that would be that is the old covenant. So the new covenant would be by grace you have been saved. So the same way God has given us grace, and that you should also put that on somebody else.
So there are 3 types of Old Testament laws. There's civil, ceremonial, and moral.
Yes.
We get rid of the ceremonial. We consider very high of the civil, and we live under the moral.
Yeah.
The civil, though, is repeated 5 times in all 5 books. And just to be clear, if someone takes a life, why should they continue to be able to live and breathe while their victim does not? Universal human equality actually shows that in honoring of the victim, that the perp who took a human life made in the image of God should not be able to continue to live. We honor the victim by giving the death penalty to the perp. Otherwise, you're saying that the perp gets something the victim does not have, which is life.
Totally. So I do understand that. I feel like you would take other examples, like Paul's ministry, for example. Murdered thousands and thousands of Christians, yet turned his life around. Why did we not end his life? I would argue, by the grace of God, he was able to start a ministry, proclaim the gospel of Jesus.
And he eventually did get the death penalty, ironically.
Yes, ironically, but that's obviously...
So did James
that was
and Thomas.
The Romans, yeah.
And I'm not even, they didn't deserve the death penalty for what they did. I'm talking very simply. Death penalty for taking another life. And the argument is that it's in defense of the victim. It's honoring human equality for the victim. That victim no longer has life. That victim no longer is able to experience it. Why should the person who took the life be able to say it? It's actually dehumanizing to the victim. It's saying that, like, you get to keep on enjoying life in a prison cell or just being in a prison cell where the other person's life was taken. Again, when we look at a law that was so important, it's the only law that was repeated in all 5 books of the Torah. The only one.
Yeah.
Not honoring the Sabbath, not honoring your parents, not even putting God first. The only law that made an appearance in all 5 books was that you shall take a life if a life is taken. Seems pretty important to me.
Like, share, and subscribe for more.